What is up, you guys? Happy Friday. It is the 18th of December, day one in person, and your last day of December in school because next week you're going remote. So if you haven't heard that, you are remote next week. I will be working with you via Google Meet. So at 7:30, you are expected to join Google Meet with me. I hope to see you there. I know it's a little early, but that's your normal class time, and we're following the normal school schedule. If you have questions about that, just send me an email. I'm going to go over the warm up that you just did. And as for today, you are practicing algebraic expressions. This is Unit 6. We are all done. And we're going to take this test before you go on break so you can, have it all fresh in your head and then you can enjoy your break off. Um, Speaking of, Christmas, there's Bryce Miss, and we want to say happy birthday to Bryce for Sunday, Mr. Bryce Miss. I hope you're enjoying all your days there. Sad I can't celebrate with you. Um, but yeah, from there, from the warm up and from this video review, which is right now, you're going to do a quizzes. It's a longer quizzes. It's probably harder than you've done because it requires you to fill in answers rather than just multiple choice. Take your time. It is a quality quizzes and it's going to help you prepare for the test next week. You can do it more than once. I highly recommend you do it more than once. It's good practice. That's really your only work today. From there, if you have anything that is not done, you want to get it done. Today is actually the end of the 5 weeks. So I will be updating your grade book. Everything on Google Classroom is going to be graded. And if you have any questions and if you notice things that are not graded, please let me know. That is not intentional by any means. There's just a lot, and I sometimes miss things. So end of the 5 weeks, and you will receive a review packet today. It is the review packet for Unit 6. You are not expected to do it. You are expected to take it home, and we are going to do it next week. If you want to get a head start, I know how much you guys love your math work. You can definitely get a head start, but you do not need to. This is actually a day I'm not giving you homework, so enjoy it. But if you are behind, you're going to want to use this time to catch up. All right, so if you have questions on that, let me know. This is the warm up. So the first part of it was simplifying. Remember, you have to combine like terms. If you notice, I circled my x term. So we have 3x and we have negative 5x. When you combine 3 and negative 5, you get negative 2. In your calculator, you can say 3 minus 5 and you get negative 2. All right, use your calculator to your advantage. I know that you guys know these things, but you can always double check in the calculator. From there, you'll notice I underlined my y term. So we have 6y and then a negative 3y, which also means minus 3. So 6 minus 3 is positive 3, and it's positive 3y. And then the last one, I boxed them. I have my negative 7 and my positive 4 boxed. So negative 7 plus 4, you're going to get negative 3. That is DSD. You find the difference and take the sign of the larger absolute value. But again, you can use those calculators. Do the negative symbol, then 7, then plus 4, you get negative 3. All right, so your final answer for number 1 should have been that boxed answer, my negative 2x plus 3y minus 3. Hopefully you matched up with me. On to number 2. We have our a term, so I combined negative 16a and positive 10a, just like the last problem. You're taking your numbers. You can type them in the calculator to help you if you need. Negative 16 plus 10 is negative 6, and it goes with the a term. So negative 6a is your first term. The next one are the b's. You have 8b, and you have, don't forget here, and actually I forgot to mention this, you'll notice my arrows. This is the distributive property. You have a negative or a minus in front of parentheses. That means you have to multiply negative 1 or distribute a negative sign. So that's why that 10a, that negative 10a became positive 10a, and it makes our positive 5b become negative 5b. All right, so sorry I forgot to mention that. Got a little ahead of myself. So this is 8b minus 5b, which becomes 3b. So our answer here is negative 6a plus 3b. Hopefully you got that. Just be careful with those negative symbols. Remember, a negative times a negative is a positive, and then a negative times a positive is still a negative. All right, don't forget about that church triangle. All right, number 3, we have the distributive property twice here, so you have -2 that you are distributing to both terms in the parentheses there, so -2 times 5x is -10x. -2 times -4, remember, negative times a negative is a positive, so you get +8. Then you are going to distribute that +5. So +5 times 3x, you get +15x. And then +5 times -4, you get a -20. All right, from there, you want to combine your like terms. So combine the x terms, -10 and +15 make +5. So you get 5x. And then 8 and -20, 8 minus 20 is -12. So your final answer there is 5x minus 12. So hopefully you got that. On to the last part. It was supposed to be fun with the magic numbers here. So if you read the introduction there, it says that the rows, the columns, and the diagonals all add up to the magic number. So every row, column, and diagonal are going to add up to 75 for the first one and add up to 102 for the second one. So it's be a little different, maybe fun for you. I don't know. So you can check your work with mine. And that's it. So that's the warm up. You're going to head to Google Classroom. I have posted the quizzes and the review packet. Remember, take the quizzes seriously. If you run into any issues, just let me know. And as for the review packet, you do not have to do it for homework. We are doing it next week. But again, if you want to get a head start, feel free. Don't forget about your missing work. Thinking of you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. And of course, happy Brace Miss. Take care. See you Monday at 7:30.